everyone, welcome to another Escapement Show. We're really happy now because Abdul's arrived and he's given us some great news. Go on, do you want to tell the audience your good news, Abdul?
I just got our first child last Sunday actually.
Oh
my
God. Big congratulations, Abdul.
Thanks.
Yeah, Abdul's a dad now. Daddy Abdul.
Congrats, Dad.
Yeah, so we're going to dedicate this show to your new daughter. Is it your new daughter, Asia?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
No more watches for you, my friend.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I want to get one last watch. Yeah, I want to get one last watch to celebrate her birth year.
Definitely.
High heart,
yeah.
and then maybe stop.
Yeah, you gotta get a watch to celebrate her birthday. Definitely.
Oh, you have to mark that occasion, big time.
Yeah, big time.
I
big
thought
time.
so as well. Yeah. How are you guys doing? All good?
Yeah, all doing good.
Brilliant. Yeah, delighted for you, Abdul. It's brilliant, massive news. Yeah, it's
massive. Absolutely.
It's such a big it's such a big seminal moment, you know.
Yeah. It's the start of a new stage, I think. Yeah, it's always
exactly. Your life will never be the same again, for the better, I have to say.
Yeah.
All my friends with kids also tell me the same.
I'm the only one left out now. I haven't got kids. You've all got kids. I'm the only one.
Don't worry, we're secretly jealous of you, Tom. As much as we say it's how good it is, we're still secret.
I don't believe you. So, I said, you've been all right since last show. You've been all right. I wanted to say we've got this topic today, and we're missing Timely. This is Timely's. Timely was going to do this show. And Abdul came up with the topic, and Timely prepared a load of stuff, and unfortunately, he can't make it tonight because he's got a family celebration. So, Timely, we miss you, mate, and yeah, this is your show, really. So I've had to take over, but we'll do a wristwatch check. Guys, what are you wearing? Abdul, you're up.
I thought Firsts is a good idea, like a theme to wear this watch. So I wore my grandfather's Datejust. So the first watch with only a date. So Datejust. I think that was the idea behind it, behind the name as well.
Oh.
So this is 1976 lacquered black dial two-tone, 1601, I think the reference. And
Beautiful.
I think it goes really nice.
Watch. Yeah, killer.
I have it on a shark leather strap. So just a warm brown leather to complement the rose gold. Yeah, and 36 millimeter. I think that's like the optimal size for me as well for these kind of.
Yeah, great.
It's beautiful.
Is
your grandfather still around, Abdul, or?
No, he passed away a couple of years ago, and he gave me this watch before he passed away. He gave me this. He sent it to service behind my back because I was the only grandchild that didn't wear his watch. All the other grandkids was like, can I wear it for the weekend? And I never took it. Like, I only wear my watches. And then before he passed away, he gave me the watch and told me, I serviced the watch for you. Here is the watch polish service. I was like, no, if you wanted to give it to me, like, I would have taken it with the scratches, with everything, no problem. But yeah, and since then I wear it like once a month or something to remind me of him.
Yeah, well, now you're representing 4 generations there. Now you've got a new generation to pass it down to. Like, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
and it's a beautiful watch as well. Like, proper
absolutely.
Thank you.
Could see your daughter wearing that. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Ben, you're up next.
Rolex as well. I 16570. Only have the one Rolex.
Beautiful.
So,
Did you see the ID guys video about old versus new Rolex?
No, I didn't, but I'd be very interested to hear.
Yeah,
to see
I wanted to watch it today as well.
I watched it.
He's done a video saying, "Do you think vintage or older Rolex have more character and are sort of preferable to modern Rolex?" And
I know this one is
interesting discussion.
It's an interesting discussion, yeah. And sizes, like obviously they vary throughout the different generations, and then
saying
what Rolex advertise
the case size, the bracelets, the dials, the fonts of the Explorer, things like that. And,
well, this is a 39 mil right now. Everybody will know it as being 40 mil because that's what it's advertised as. But if you take calipers to it, it's 39. So I don't know whether it's the white dial or it feels like a big watch. Like I can't imagine myself going to the next generation of 42. It'd just be way too big. And especially the way Rolex have changed their lugs as well. Like they've gone very blocky, or at least in one generation. Probably you've got the current generation, they kind of went backwards and they thinned out the lugs a little bit. But prior to that, they were the Submariner and everything were big blocks on the wrist. So yeah, that very interesting topic. I look forward to watching that.
Yeah,
and that your watch is actually on the thumbnail from something similar. On the thumbnail, so it's cool. You'll like it. You'll enjoy that video. Pretty cool.
I will. It surely will.
Yeah. So JCB, you're up next, mate.
Well, I was thinking today we're doing watch firsts, and I was actually during the week I was wearing the El Primero, which is, as we know, the first automatic chronograph. But today I thought I'd pull out this watch here. This is the closest thing that I had to a first, which is a Breitling Transocean chronograph.
Right.
All right, and there's a first about this watch. Can you have a guess about what might be the first about this particular piece? Any guesses, boys? I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a clue.
Was it the first watch to have an exhibition? First chronograph to have an exhibition case back?
100 meters water resistance?
Nope.
First chronograph with an automatic movement?
Correct. First Breitling in-house designed and manufactured automatic chronograph.
Is that a B01?
Correct. Yeah, this is the B01 caliber, which was introduced in 2009 in this watch and in the Navitimer and in the Chronomat. So this movement was introduced in 3 different style watches that you could get. And rather than go with the Navitimer, I thought I'd go for this guy here. So 2009, exactly 40 years after the El Primero. This is a 2010 model watch. So this is not the first El Primero, obviously. But 40 years it took them to make their own in-house designed and manufactured automatic chronograph. And it's a killer watch. Like it's, obviously got all the cool tech, column wheel, vertical clutch, but 70-hour power reserve. There's a couple of patents on the movement as well, which is kind of pretty cool. Some of the tech that they've got in there, they've patented as well. So that's my first entry for the watch for today's show.
Beautiful.
It makes a stunning pair. Like it's a very cohesive pair of watches that you have there. The El Primero.
Yeah, when you just showed them together, I was like, really? That's a nice couple of chronographs there.
Yeah, pretty cool. This one's a bit more dressy. I tend to wear this one at work with a suit. Yeah. This one is sporting, so I'm rocking them both on rubber straps at the moment. Just getting into the summery vibe, but
the dial layout and symmetry on both of those watches is absolutely on point.
Yeah, the Breitling dial is really handsome as well.
Reverse panda.
Yeah.
So we roll. Yeah, I love the 369 layout on the ETA versions of the Navitimers. They had the like the 7750 layout, which is like the
1296.
Yeah, that's why I really like for me, it's about symmetry. And these ones have that 369 layout of the subdials, which I really dig. So there you go.
So I'm wearing my P01, Tudor P01, which was a 1960s prototype made for the US Navy originally. And I bought this as when Blue Shirt Buddha passed away to remember him by. And I even got it signed by AC3.
Oh no! I was going to ask you, is that an aftermarket strap? But
I got it signed by AC3 at the Bro House.
Brilliant.
When it just because it's Blue Shirt's watch, a watch that I bought for Blue Shirt, I thought, hey, get it signed by AC3 because Blue Shirt was on his shows all the time. So
that's very cool. Very cool.
So yeah, it's a little sort of reminder.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I just wanted to start off. There's a show coming up next Saturday. If any of you are in the UK, there's a show coming up next Saturday, and it's called World Time UK. It's free to go to. Loads of different brands. They say it's the largest one-day watch event. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. So it's on September 27th, next Saturday. It's at Heathrow Airport. It's a hotel called the Sofitel at Heathrow Airport, Terminal 5. So you can get the tube. Just get the tube from central London. But our good friend D-Time Love Show, I'll just drop the link. He's got a post on his YouTube channel, which I'll just bring up. They're the D-Time Love Show, our good friend D. And he's got a post. If you just go to that post that I've posted in the chat, he's made a post where with a link to the ticket to the to get the tickets for this show, and you can see there.
Free tickets, that's pretty cool.
Free tickets is free, yeah, it's free to go to.
Are you going, Tom?
I can't make it this year, no.
Okay.
So there's loads of different brands going. You can see it's a really good show. I've been before, and this is really worth going. If you can make it, if you're near the London area, or if you want to go for a day, or you can stay in the hotel because it's held in a hotel. You can stay overnight. It starts at 2 in the afternoon and goes on till about 6 or so, 7.
And that's close to Heathrow Airport.
It's at Heathrow Airport.
Jeez, like that's it's about €50 return to Heathrow from here.
Yeah, so it's a hotel that's attached to Heathrow Airport.
Very cool.
Called the Sofitel, and they've got restaurants, they've got bars, so you can eat there, you can drink there, and it's great. Loads of different brands. I think it's about 40 or 50 brands going. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up and advertise it. So anybody in the UK or nearby wants to go to a watch show, check it out. It's a good one. So yeah, with the title of the show, Watch Firsts. I said Abdul thought of this one, and we thought different watch firsts in the Timely was going to do this show, but unfortunately couldn't make it. So all different watch firsts. Now, where do we start? So I suppose it's the first watch And Queen Elizabeth the first in the 1500s, late 1500s, was reportedly received a bracelet watch as a gift from a man named Robert Dudley, who's the Earl of Leicester. And the maker of the watch is unknown, and there are no paintings for wearing the watches. It's called an arm watch. Then in 1650, a philosopher and mathematician named Blaise Pascal was rumoured to wear a watch on his wrist. Again, no pics. And then in 1790, an accounts book mentioned a watch attached to a strap manufactured by Jacques Rose and Le Chaux. Again, no pics. Now, famously, in 1810, we have things like watches appearing on rings in 1780. So we have
must have felt like a saucer if you're wearing a ring like that in the 1780, right? Like, I can tell you the time with my ring.
Yeah. So that's a small movement. But famously in 1810, Abraham Louis Breguet made a watch for Caroline Bonaparte, or Caroline Murat, Napoleon's younger sister, the Queen of Naples, one of the most esteemed clients. And there's documented evidence on a commission made on the 8th of June 1810 for asking Breguet to design a repeater watch for a bracelet. And the wristlet was supposedly crafted from hair and gold thread. And it cost a whopping 5,000 francs in 1810. And the current whereabouts of the watch are not known. And the last known record of the watch was for repair in 1855. So we do know that there was a watch that existed. And Breguet actually have a range now, which a woman's range, which is like this watch. But that being said, that being all logged, the Guinness Book of Records actually say that the first wristwatch was made by Patek Philippe in 1868 for the Countess Koskowicz of Hungary, and was initially intended as a piece of jewellery. Then the wristwatch became a sought-after accessory for both ornamental and functional purposes, and being an official world record holder, it appears that Patek invented the wristwatch first. However, as we've seen, according to that record, maybe belongs to another watchmaker like Breguet or another one. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I think if Breguet had a company as strong as Patek Philippe in the 1860s, they would have also somehow made to be the first one, right? Because
I think it's just it doesn't exist anymore still, the watch. Yeah. I forgot to do a few shout outs, so I'll just shout out the chat because we missed that. Just like to say hi to One You See It, Russell 996. He picked up a very nice watch. So if you want to drop your if you want to drop your Instagram in the chat, Russell, people can see your latest acquisition.
I've seen it, Russell. It blew me away.
Yeah. Ben checked out your Instagram. It's absolutely beautiful, Russell. So and he also says congratulations, Abdul.
Thanks.
Well,
Russell.
Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Herminator, morning all. Welcome back, JCB. Thomas, did I see Timmy was in Breguet Boutique last night in LA? You'd be in your element. Congratulations, Abdul, again. And here's another great stream. I did see some of Tim's stream. He was in the Chopard Boutique so I didn't see him in Breguet, and he's good. There's no timely. Pickle my talk. Great to see you. Scratchy. Good to see you, Scratchy. Good evening, my friend. Muhammad Ali. My first luxury watch was a Tag Heuer SEL. Nice.
Cool.
Worked for years and changed the strap multiple times.
That had the funky bracelet links on the end. The SEL.
Yeah. Oh, that was was that the Link watch?
Yeah. Before, basically, I think they had SEL was the tag line before Link, but it was like the progenitor basically to the Link was the SEL. Ayrton Senna famously wore the SEL watch.
Yeah. Russell saying it shows on Liz. Liz, I post on Instagram that one. Herbanet is saying parents got me a Tissot Rock watch when I was a teenager. I remember those. I think they just re-released them, the Rock watch.
Yeah.
Loved it. I see they've just re-released it. Yeah, he's saying slightly more than in the 80s. Yeah, costs a bit more now. And Russell's bringing up his Instagram. Secret watch collector. All one word. Secret watch collector. He says it's also the first Patek with bezel screws, so fits the theme of the watch. So check it out. If you're on Instagram, check out Secret Watch Collector. And your mind will be blown. Yeah, absolutely blown.
I'm just reading this book that I've got, Thomas, and it actually mentions that Patek. It says Patek Philippe produced a bangle form bracelet watch in 1868, yet the Patek archives makes no further reference to bracelet or wristwatches until the turn of the century. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. Yeah, because I was always in my head until we started this exercise, or you and Timely, Tom, that the first wristwatch was at the turn of the century. I thought it was 1900. So it amazes me that these innovations took place, really at the turn of the 19th century.
Yeah, I mean, 1868, this one, the Breguet, the previous Breguet in 1810.
1810, yeah, wow. And what was the one before that? Sorry.
Mostly for ladies, right?
All ladies.
Men.
Well,
Yeah, for
15.
men.
They say that Queen Elizabeth wore one in the 1500s, but there was never a painting done with her wearing one.
Okay.
It was for wealthy ladies, really, as a form of jewelry. And that they were often, set with precious stones and pearls and precious metals and that sort of stuff. Almost exclusively the preserve of wealthy women, bracelet watches had appeared intermittently throughout the 19th century, but were relatively few and far between.
Amazing.
Morning, Jim. Good to see you, my friend.
Like, it's incredible when you think about it. Like, if you're talking the first pocket watches around the 16th century, and then it takes, 200 almost 300 years to come up with a concept, and 400 years to come up to like mass production, I guess. Like, really, in the overall, given that like human existence, if the whole entire lifespan of Earth was a 24-hour clock, human existence is a minute to 12, to use a time analogy. Watches have been around for a really negligible amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're going to the next, how watches became wristwatches, and they're basically wristlets, which were in the 19th century. Pocket watches became affordable for everyday people due to improvements in production, reducing their costs. And the first widely recorded instances of men wearing watches on their wrists were pocket watches adapted for wristwear by being placed in leather cups on straps. These leather holders were called wristlets and allowed the man to wear a watch on his wrist when circumstances demanded, such as riding on horseback, and then return to his pocket for fashionable needs. And the earliest patent for a wristlet was 7th of March 1900, entitled An Improved Watch Wristlet. And there aren't any earlier patents, but the earliest registered designs, British military men used wristlets in the field in India, Afghanistan, and Burma, which began in 1878. And it's apparently wrong to say that men began to wear wristwatches during the First World War, as brands were making converted pocket-style watches with soldered lugs.
Okay.
On earlier, so you see men wearing wristlets here in 1888.
Yeah.
They're wearing the pocket watch wristlets there.
Well, I mean, it's all there, isn't it? With the buckle and on the other side at 6 o'clock, the strap with the holes.
Even with the pose, you know, like even he has his arm out to show
Thinks he's wearing a Rolex.
Yeah.
This is the first Patek Philippe ad, actually.
Yeah.
So this is before the First World War. Some men were wearing these wristlets, which are, as you can see, a pocket watch, basically in a leather case. And these are a few of the designs. 1887, a few of the adverts for wristlets. 1893, you could buy them. Mappin and Webb, Mappin Brothers, selling them for
so wristlets is the leather brand. Yeah.
1893 again, called the Skirmisher. And then
for men and women it was different. For men it was because of the war, as you can see, everybody, like the troops, the timing and everything, and for women it was basically a fashion item from the 1500s, you know, like that's
yeah.
Oh, hello,
that's
Mr.
beautiful.
White. We've got Y2K joining us. How are you doing?
Hey.
Hey, man. Good to see you.
Y2K. Yes, so it's apparently wrong to say that men began to wear wristwatches during the First World War. Brands were making converted pocket-style watches with soldered on lugs on earlier. Omega in 1905, IWC 906, and Longines in 1909. However, because these were mainly purchased by military officers, they're not really seen by the wider population. And before the war, civilians didn't usually wear wristwatches, although a number of manufacturers were making them, primarily for the military, but also for horse riders, balloonists, and automobilists. And wristwatches had been made with metal bracelets for women since 1880s. And the first well-documented evidence of wristwatches with leather wrist straps for men is for the H. Williamson of Coventry in 19. So there's an Omega one.
Just looking back at IWC on the previous slide is just absolutely beautiful. Like it's stunning.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah,
it's a classic piece. Like it goes back to my earlier point. Like that's 1906. So like 120 years later, in terms of style, in terms of the leaf hands, the blued hands, the movement, things haven't really moved on a whole lot apart from everything is smaller, but that's as good looking as anything that's being produced today.
Isn't it? You can see the lugs are really tiny though. They're soldered on lugs.
Yeah.
That they made. And this is a one from made by Omega. Omega watches. With a sort of wristlet, another thin wristlet with thin lugs. And then this one was made by H. Williamson of Coventry in 1901. And this one was made by a company called Anglo-Swiss company called the Dimier Brothers in 1903, which again has the same sort of lugs as the IWC. You can see.
I love how litigious the previous ad is, even back in the early 1900s. Design steps will be taken against anyone infringing same.
Yeah. So field watches sort of started then, and it's really interesting to see how field watches were watches that, like the IWC, the officers bought, the military men bought because they needed a watch on the wrist, whereas pocket watches were just a fashion, and people would have continued wearing pocket watches apart from ladies who were happy with them on the wrist.
Amazing.
So we get to the first pilot's watch, and this is well known, this is well documented. This Cartier Santos, made by Louis Cartier for Brazilian aviator Alberto Santos Dumont in 1904. Cartier based his design on a square case pocket watch he had previously made and fitted it with a Jaeger caliber. He put it on a leather strap and added Art Deco elements to define the watch as Parisian, like the exposed screws on the rounded square bezel, which evoke the rivets of the recently completed Eiffel Tower. The radiating Roman numerals are said to have been inspired by street maps of Paris. And on the 12th of November 1906, Alberto wore the watch while setting the world flight speed record in his biplane. And due to popularity from thousands who had witnessed the record, Cartier released the watch as a commercial product in 1911. So that became really popular. So there's a ladies' version of the Cartier, which you can see is more authentic to the dial. You can see it's probably more authentic to the original that came out, but that hasn't got the rounded square bezel.
Just unbelievable, like that this came out 120 years ago, still an absolutely timeless design. Like, it's amazing the amount of designers that we have in. No, it hasn't changed a bit, and it's done. It was stunning then, and it's still stunning. Like, you talk about timeless design, this is the epitome of timeless design.
It's always classical. It's kept its way, and Cartier is really, I think it's really one thing that I like about Cartier's design for the Santos series. Even the Roman numerals and everything, it's just kept its signature look from then till now, which is really amazing.
The cabochon on the crown, the integrated lugs. It's just like, it looks, that watch, if you could find it, looks as good back then as they do now.
Yeah, and as Urban said, Cartier seems to be the current in watch. I mean, they've got a back catalogue of such great designs, haven't they, Ben?
They do, and they have a great, and they have a great history of people who wore them. Like, there's a lot of royalty have worn Cartier. Of course, you've got Andy Warhol, and just a rich history of, I suppose,
Jackie Kennedy, and Muhammad Ali,
Princess Diana, if I'm not mistaken. So just this incredible. It's just in the upper. I suppose, like, for anybody with an aspirational personality who wants to buy into elite and the upper echelons of society throughout the centuries, that's why Cartier is still so popular.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what I love about them is that there's still there are quartz versions. You can go back 10, 20 years, buy quartz versions. They're relatively affordable, and I use that term relatively because obviously, but you can get into a Cartier tank for maybe a couple of €1,000.
grand. Yeah.
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 Yeah, and if
And
you
then
look
you could
at
pay, of course, you could pay up to whatever you want after that. Tens of thousands.
So we're going to JCB's territory now, and chronograph. So the very first chronograph was made by Louis Monet, the French watchmaker, and started work on the first chronograph, which was an astronomical stopwatch in 1815 and completed in 1816. It's 1/60th of a second timer measuring seconds, minutes, 24 hours, and a 60th of a second, sorry. So that's this one, which is absolutely beautiful.
It's got the same layout as a Moon's watch.
They
never have.
Louis Monet copied the Moon's watch. What did you say, Tom? 1/16th of a second.
1/60th. 1/60th. So the main hand, main hand goes round really fast.
Yeah, right.
And then the one on the right is the one on the right is the seconds.
Seconds. Yeah.
And then that's the one on the left is the minutes.
Oh, it's minutes. Okay. Yeah.
And then the one on the bottom is the hours.
Hours. Far out. That is cool.
So it counts 12 hours there. 12. But you can also get it to count 24 hours.
Yeah, right.
Tick all the way around.
Okay. Yeah, the Roman numerals probably got a bit too big, you know, on the face of the dial to actually go from 13 to 24.
There's videos on it on the on YouTube and on the Louis Monet site. Just amazing. So,
and that was 1816, did you say?
1815 he started and completed in 1816, yeah.
Far out. That's amazing. Amazing. Yeah, so I always thought Nicolas Roussek created the first chronograph, and then I think they found out that Louis Monet had invented this one. So yeah, very cool.
It's hard to imagine. I'd love to see it actually operational. It's hard to imagine that central chronograph hand rotating once a second.
Well, if you think the Chronomaster Sport, that rotates.
Yeah.
No, that rotates a lot slower, doesn't it? Because it does a few seconds in one rotation, doesn't it? I think.
Six. I think it's 6. I think.
Right.
6 in 1 second.
No, not 6 rotations.
6 seconds in one rotation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the first wristwatch chronograph was made by Longines in 1913.
I just love that.
And it was a 13.33 Z, and was a bicompact registered dial layout, but it was also a monopusher chronograph using a single button in the crown to start, stop, and reset. So it's beautiful, isn't it? Really
absolutely nice. Beautiful. Just what year was this again, Tom?
1913.
Oh, come on. Look at the right. Oh, everything.
It's like Breguet hands and nearly almost Breguet numerals, you'd say as well.
Yeah.
Totally cool. That's such a cool one.
Beautiful case. Yeah.
Second Y2K?
Is that 1913, is it?
Okay.
Is it
1913?
1913.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Must be a rare piece. You don't see this every day.
No, this is the first chronograph, so it's by Longines.
I think they may have, if I'm right, I think they might have reissued a modern version of this watch in a limited capacity.
They may well have done. I don't know whether it's a monopusher, but Breitling were hot on the heels of Longines and patented their first chronograph in 1915. And Willie Breitling took over the firm in 1932, and in 1934, they were the first to patent and launch a chronograph as we know it today, with 2 pushers in the positions we're familiar with today at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And these are called the Mont Brilliant series after the name of the factory. This isn't one of the Mont Brilliant watches, but this shows a chronograph with a pusher at 2 o'clock, which is more like the pocket watches we saw earlier. So, yeah, Breitling, a year after, 2 years after Longines, Breitling came out with a chronograph, and they were really pioneering, Breitling, with the chronograph. I think this is the this is one from 1934, a Breitling, with the 2 pushers. So you can see at 2 and 4 o'clock. So this is when they sort of establish the 2 pusher positions for chronographs, and yeah, so they were pioneers in establishing that.
Yeah, I love how the Longines and even the Breitling here, they've both got the Breguet hands and the Breguet numerals.
Yeah,
the design is just so cool, and we know that Patek obviously took that as well and put that into their chronographs as well. So it's just really cool. Such a beautiful design aesthetic with those details. Stunning.
yeah.
I was just going to say, pull up that comment from Russell.
Amazing. You should check out the beat rate on the Louis Monet. It's running at 30 hertz, or
that's crazy.
216,000 vibrations per hour in 1816.
Oh,
it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
How often would you have to wind the thing up, I wonder?
It's just amazing. When you see it on a video, Russell, it's amazing to see it spin round so fast. The thing they did it in 1816.
Back in 1816, I think you will need a person for winding. So you'd have like the servant that winds the watch. That's his
That's his only job.
I'm doing a personal watch winder.
Yeah, totally.
The Mason one saying that Breitling should remake this one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. This man, don't get me started, man. There's so much good stuff in the Breitling catalog that they could remake. But
I was just looking at that the Longines, Tom. They did actually reissue a mono pusher chronograph in 2013 to celebrate their 180th anniversary.
Who, Breitling?
No, Longines, sorry.
Oh, Longines. Yeah,
Longines reissued the mono pusher chronograph.
Really?
To celebrate in 2013. They were formed in 1832, and so to celebrate their 180th anniversary.
Okay.
Cool.
Good to see you, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Yeah, so also Breitling, in 1936, Gallet filed a patent for the first waterproof chronograph case, and they called it the clamshell. And so this is another Breitling that used that clamshell case. It was basically, I think it was 2 parts. So there's a case back and a main part, but I can't remember the exact details. I forgot to write those down, but they called it the clamshell, and you can see in this. Because there's another Breitling.
Oh, look at that!
Breitling clamshell.
That's so nice.
Sick, man.
I prefer the rose gold one, the previous rose gold one.
If you look at Breitling then and you look at Breitling now, they're like two different companies.
Yeah, totally.
So it was during the 1940s that this clamshell case came out, basically. Gallet made it in 1936, but Breitling, it was very popular in the 1940s.
Yeah.
You know, I had a look at these 1940s and 50s Breitlings with this layout are unbelievable value on Chrono 24.
Yeah.
If you not in rose gold, probably, but if you're for basic gold steel,
Yeah,
as in like 2 to 4K.
Wow.
Well, I wonder how you'd go getting parts and servicing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that would be the.
That's
probably
probably
CNCing. Yeah.
that's probably going to be the issue.
Which is your favorite out of these, then? The gold one or that one?
Oh,
That
rose
one.
gold every day.
That was the
I
steel
like
one.
the steel one.
Me too.
It's cool. Something about it.
So legible. It's so simple, but like the information on it, you can read it. You can. When you look at it, like I could wear this every day and not be bored. You know, like not be. Man, Breitling used to do a lot of good stuff, man.
Oh man, for sure. If you have a look at this, like Breitling chronographs, vintage stuff, like the Datoras and they were killing it. Their designs and the watches were just amazing. Really, really cool.
Yeah. So we got to the first watch with a date. And the first serially produced watch with a date window came in 1915 from Movado. And it's this one. I think it's this one. I think it's, if the image is right. The date comes at 6 o'clock. And yeah, so
cool.
It feels like a separate mechanism, right? Feels like you have the
separate
clock in the middle, and then you have the separate mechanism of the
so
date.
it's the equivalent of a jump hour, basically.
I'm gonna say I'm getting jump hour vibes from this watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that IWC jump hour that we all love? That
the Paul Weber.
Paul Weber.
Yeah, the Paul Weber. This is just giving me Paul Weber vibes.
Yeah,
for some
absolutely.
reason.
Yeah.
So this came 1915. Movado. So date windows started in 1915. But then a Swiss company called Mimo, who were a predecessor to Girard-Perregaux, introduced a date window at 3 o'clock. And you see here the Mimo meter painted.
Oh, that's like a reverso, that case.
It's a little bit like a reverso. Yeah, you can see, just see there.
I mean, the shape anyway. I'm sure it does reverse, but
yeah,
cool.
Frank Muller on the right.
Revolutionary new practical self-setting calendar with jumping figures. Absolutely foolproof. Built for rough wear but accurate. Amazingly simple and clever in design. Thinner than usual strap watches. 100% display.
Used to call it
dependable and serviceable. Yeah. And
popularly priced, Tom.
Yeah. Made by Mimo. Ask for the catalogue. You can see there, that looks very reverso-like, doesn't it? Yeah. But it's 1930 when this came out. So just before the reverso. And that one there, which is tonneau case style. And
tells the time and the date of the month. Yeah, cool.
But another milestone, of course, that everyone knows about is the
Datejust.
Well, when Rolex introduced it, apparently it was called the Jubilee watch. It was named, and
it came on the Jubilee bracelet. Is that why?
Yeah, they called it the Jubilee watch. The first automatic wristwatch with a roulette date window, and later the Cyclops lens was added for magnification, and that became known as the Datejust. So,
So first it was called the Jubilee.
Yeah, apparently. I read. Apparently it was introduced as a Jubilee, and then when the Cyclops was added, It was called the Datejust.
Right.
I don't know whether that is correct because it says first Datejust 1945 on the picture.
I always thought it was the Datejust. I always thought it came out as the Datejust. But yeah, that's just me. I mean, I could be wrong, but I always thought it was just the Datejust.
It's classic, isn't it?
The just was because just being, I think it meant like
adjust. To adjust.
No, just was like you could. It's kind of like you could. You could trust, not trust, but it was like the Datejust. Like just meant like. I'm lost for words, but it was to signify that it was like, you know, reliable or something like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see where I'm trying to think of the watch name as well. The new dress watch from Rolex that kind of replaced the Cellini in the last couple of years.
Oh, the 1908.
Yeah, you can see some design cues, certainly from the bezel there. Anyway.
Yeah.
They've obviously maybe gone back to their back catalogue and lifted that bezel for that watch.
Fluted bezel, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more like a coin edge, isn't it? Like than fluted.
Mm.
Yeah, it is more coin edge. You're right, Ben.
I like it, yeah. Looks cool.
Yeah, it's like it's beautiful. Like I'm just amazed at how beautiful these watches are from, you know, well over 100 years ago. How little things have changed really in terms of watch design.
Yeah, I mean, like Abdul's wearing his Datejust today, and it's a timeless piece, isn't it? The Datejust.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Classic watch.
But then that's an Oyster Perpetual as well. So the Oyster case was introduced well before the Datejust.
Oh yes, the Oyster case was when Mercedes Gleis was on the channel. Yes, on the channel. I can't remember,
1930 something.
30s or something.
32 or 34, I reckon.
Yeah, it's interesting to see all this, the marketing jargon and like even the warnings, the legal warnings on ads and stuff like that. Going right back to like the late 19th century, early 20th century. I guess they realized it had to be done. I always thought maybe we overcomplicated society, but you know, over 100 years ago, they realized that those kind of steps had to be put in place to protect IPs.
Yep.
So that was a date wheel, and but pointer dates had also been really popular in the 1940s, as we know from this factor on 1942. Pointer dates had always been really popular, and still are on the Oris pointer date. They still use it on the Big Crown pointer date, Oris, and that watch that we discussed about with the GPHG releases, Ben, the yellow one.
Yeah. Love the Marmite watch.
Yeah, the Marmite watch. Yeah.
But like it's funny, like you know the way like you see industry standards moving, and like Apple computers have spent the last since 2008 maybe. So certainly the last 20 years making things smaller, and yet in the watch game we seem to be making things bigger all the time. It's like they seem to have, like, I know things have moved on in terms of technology, but have they really that much? I suppose you've got new materials, silicone hairsprings and stuff like that, which makes things magnetic, but by and large they already had the technology to make extremely small watch parts to make up a watch movement, because all these watches are a lot smaller than they are now. Just find it interesting how technologically, I mean, the whole thing is interesting. Like, it took 400 years to move from pocket watches to wristwatches, and then, you know, things seem to kind of move very quickly in a short space of time after that. I guess that's the nature of technological innovation.
And the popularity of wristwatches, you know, the need for innovation I mean,
yeah, I think the innovation comes in delivery of the force that the watch also runs. You know, like you said, Ben, if you look at even the watches from the 1800s for the ladies, it was so small, but still you can tell the time. There is the balance wheel, all the stuff are there. But now you have so many different mechanisms, you have so many different innovation, and like you said, alloys, metals, case working, gear shape styles, all these stuff, complications. The back then, if you wanted to have like a multi-complicated watch, you had to have like a billionaire. Like back then, like the guy, I want this watch, here's 20 million, make the watch for me. Or like now you have Jeff Bezos making rockets, or Elon Musk. But now you can go and to Patek, and if you're a wealthy person, you can buy a grand complication without having 5, 6, 10 years even to wait for the watch to be done.
Yeah, fair. It's a fair point. Yeah, and obviously these things probably they weren't as accurate as they are now. We've improved accuracy massively, but as you say, power reserve, power delivery.
But the thing is, Breguet made what they call the number 3604 pocket watch in 1821, and that had a day aperture. So this is just on. We're just talking about wristwatches in here. So yeah, I mean, points of dates are not to be forgotten. I mean, the Datejust is the one we all know about, but it did appear first on a Movado. So we'll go to the next category, which is dress watch. Now, this is a hard category to say which was the first, as sports watches didn't exist yet. And many consider the Cartier Tank Solo to be, which was created by Louis Cartier in 1917, to be the first popular or iconic dress watch. Inspired by the bird's eye view airmen had of rectangular ironclad landships, they were called, as they were known, or tanks as we know them today. The watch has a very defined design, favoured by Jackie Kennedy and Andy Warhol. It's a unisex watch with an unexpected military heritage. And watches like the Calatrava weren't released till 1932 with the reference 96 Calatrava. So I guess this could probably be referred to as the first dress watch. What do you think?
Yeah, I love Andy Warhol's quote on this. He never even set the time on it. He just wore it because it was the watch to wear.
Yep.
Yeah, you see Andy Warhol wearing one there.
You know, if you're a time traveler, this would be your watch, because whatever time you are in the past 100 years, nobody will bat an eye that you're not from this time that they are in, because it matches you, right? You can wear it whenever in the past 100 years and it will be still classy dress watch that you can wear, and it seems elegant.
Hi, Judy Johnson. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. And hi, Richard O.C. Greetings. Good to see you, O.C.
Hey, fellas. Good to see you, boys.
Yeah, so, I mean, the first dress watch, I guess. So I'll move on to perpetual calendars. And the first perpetual calendar. Now, Thomas Mudge, that's a good name for a watchmaker, isn't it? Thomas Mudge made the first perpetual calendar pocket watch in 1762, but the first perpetual calendar wristwatch came from Patek Philippe in 1925, bearing movement number 97975, which was originally made in 1898 as a women's pendant watch.
Wow!
So this is the first Thomas Mudge number 525 in silver from 1792. Sold at from 1762.
Fucking mind blowing!
Crazy!
It's mind blowing.
for a perpetual calendar watch, 1762.
I have a boss, and I got him into watches. I actually sold him a Seiko 5KX GMT. He can't wrap his head around perpetual calendars. He just can't. He's like, who even comes up? Like, I know with these things are incremental, but how do you even come up with a concept of gears and springs, keeping time perpetually, accounting for leap years, all those things? Why didn't I tell him it was like 1792?
Back then, I think if you came to somebody and told them, I can tell you with exact precision the next days of the whole calendar, they will burn you as a witch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for the next millennium,
Exactly.
I'll be able to tell you the time and the date. Yeah.
Crazy.
You haven't even invented fucking time yet.
Yeah. Hi, Live to Patek Underground. Good to see you, Mark. Good to see you in chat. Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? 1762. It's sold at Sotheby's in 2016 for £62,500, which is pretty cheap considering its historical significance. And so that was the first Thomas Mudge watch, 1762, in silver. And he made this one as well. The Thomas Mudge number 574. So the first one was the number 525. This is the 574 in gold from 2 years later, 1764. And this reveals how much chose to indicate the complication date around the perimeter of the dial. And day of the week in an aperture to the right of the pinion, a circular aperture for the moon phase, and the bottom left is a month and the number of the days given in the month. So quite a complex one, that one.
Wow.
Yeah. Can we just pull up JJ's comment in the chat? Because the guy seems to have touched greatness there.
Yeah.
That one.
This one, 1230, yeah.
Oh, nice, JJ.
He met Andy Warhol and he signed an album cover for him. Yeah.
Jesus, what an icon.
What was the album? I want to know.
Yeah, which album cover did he sign, JJ? That's amazing that you met Andy Warhol. Absolutely amazing.
Andy's like, man, fucking legend. Far out.
I mean, he is the popular icon in the visual arts world.
Yeah.
It's amazing, Junior. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, so this is Thomas Mudge watch, another the open work perpetual calendar, so we haven't got the hands on. Yeah, absolutely amazing to consider it's made in 1764 in gold.
It's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling.
How did the Patek wristwatch look like, the first one?
The Patek wristwatch is this one. So this is the Patek Philippe 97975 from 2025. The first perpetual calendar wristwatch. Ginny Johnson says it was a Velvet Underground album.
Oh yeah, it's the one. Oh yes, sure. He did the cover art for that album, the big banana.
This watch doesn't have a Patek logo, right? Or does it on the dial?
Believe it does.
I see it there.
Very classy.
Just Patek Philippe and P.
Crazy.
And C. Geneva.
Wow.
And then the movement number 97975.
Oh my god, so good, So good.
So
look,
for
it's such a good looking watch.
1925, I think that's a great watch. I think it's got all the perpetual calendar. It's in
Fucking mental.
It's in French.
That's why Patek Philippe is
Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche.
Yeah, the Holy Trinity. That's why if you look at the back catalog, if you have this watch from 1925, it's you're just way ahead of the others, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Even style-wise, it's just so balanced, so simple, so elegant. You can wear it now and nobody will bat an eye that that's a 100-year-old watch.
Yeah, it's
condition too, as well.
Yeah, it's in good condition, isn't it, YTK? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what that must be worth, I don't know.
I don't want to ask even.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got to the first sports watch. It's a shame Timely isn't here because he's the man for this watch. And the JLT Reverso, created in 1931.
1931.
Yeah, during the winter of 1930-31, while traveling to India, a Swiss businessman and watch collector called César de Trey attended a polo match at a club of British Army officers, and one of whom had just broken the glass in his watch, challenged de Trey to create a watch model robust enough to resist a polo match. César de Trey discussed the idea with Jacques David Lecoutre, then the owner of the Lecoutre manufacturer, who could provide the movements for the new watch. Lecoutre then appointed the firm Jaeger SA for the creation of the reversible case, which in turn contracted the French designer René Alfred Chauveau, who was the actual inventor of the unique side and flip mechanism. And as a result, an elegant watch with a dial that could flip protected it from shocks while offering the case back with a generous surface that could be used for personalization was created. The original was 38mm long, 24mm wide, and 6mm thick, which is pretty close to the 40.1 by 24.4 by 7.56 of today's Reverso Classic. The original was a two-handed watch, and there's a different dial variation there. So it only had Reverso written on the dial. And then in 1934, 3 years later, Lecoutre brought out a small seconds version at 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
So this has got a chocolate dial, chocolate tone dial. So you're on the hunt for a Reverso, Ben, aren't you?
Yeah, and the more I see them, the more I want one. It's funny, like I do feel like I'm at a stage in my watch collecting journey where I'm very satisfied. But the only thing that I don't have, and I appreciate the irony in this, is an elegant dress watch, even though this was originally invented for sports. But Timely in one of our previous used the word that he was talking about the gadroons, which I had never heard that word before and had to Google it afterwards. But it refers to the horizontal lines, and on at 6 and 12, which are one of the first things I see when I look at a Reverso. And it's really, for me, what separates them in a very positive way from a Cartier tank in terms of a purchasing decision.
Yeah. So what would you go for? Would you go for a plain tribute style? Would you go for a classic with I think small seconds?
Anybody who knows my tastes, they know I'm a big field watch fan. I'm a big Arabic numerals fan. So I would be going for not the tributes, but a modern version and a duo face day and night.
Yeah.
One black and one white face. Because for me,
Yeah.
that is effectively like having two watches in one.
Absolutely. That's what I'd go for. I'd go for a duo face. I think Herbinator in the chat, he went for a duo face.
Yeah, his dual face is absolutely stunning. And we got your email, Herbinator. Thanks very much. Thanks for the kind words and the beautiful photographs of your watch. It just increased the longing in me, but not too long. It'll be done before Christmas.
Yeah, stunning watch, Herbinator. Beautiful watch he shared with us. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Beautiful. I'd love a reverser. I'd just love a reverser. They're classic. They're like timely.
Yeah.
Is a huge fan, and you're a huge fan, Ben. I'm a huge fan.
Like, I've always been a sports watch guy. I have too many sports watches, but you know, I'm 45 now, and as you're staring your 50s down the barrel of a gun, your tastes do change.
Which is exactly why I sold my Kermit Submariner and bought the Breguet.
Well, I think you made the best decision there, Tom. I don't think there's any looking back on that. I fully endorse that one.
I'm 52 soon, and I just thought, hey, taste exactly like you said, Ben. Taste change. Yeah. You've killed the sports watch thing in your early years, and you want to be more gentrified and more, I don't know, more. I can't think of the words. More.
Well, it's interesting what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying. You're getting older. Your clothes change. Everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, obviously today I'm wearing a t-shirt and board shorts or whatever. But at some point you do have to acknowledge that you're moving into another stage in your life, and you're going to be wearing maybe more shirts and slacks, and a nice leather strap watch is going to perfectly complement that. And as I keep repeating ad nauseum during this show, these are timeless designs. And they are very gentrified in their nature.
Yeah. Hi, sir. Good to see you.
Oh, g'day, Azza, mate.
And Herbinator says he's over the moon with his JLC reverse. So,
yeah. I look at Herbinator there, like a 16570 and a JLC reversal. Do you even need anything else? That's all bases covered. Especially with a duo face. It's like 3 watches.
Hi, Esoteric. Good to see you. Thanks for joining.
Now, JJ makes an interesting point there. Every guy over 50 should have a gold watch. If I could stretch to a rose gold watch, JJ, I will. But it might be too much of a stretch.
That's a great point, actually. As we have the word on the tip of my tongue, then as we mature, our tastes change. We go from sports watches to dress watches. I mean, OC's got an amazing Patek with Baguette diamonds. It's a perpetual annual calendar, I believe. I can't think of the reference number, but I think that's a white gold or platinum watch. Absolutely stunning.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. It might be. I'm not sure. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely stunning watch. And it's we're mature as taste. Everyone gets a. Oh, here's just pulled it up. 5396G. Yeah, it's a beautiful watch. I'll see. And Junior's saying he has a gold birth year watch. It's a Longines. I've seen it, square Longines, which he says he doesn't wear enough because it's a bit too small for him. But our taste change. We go from sports watch to dress watch, and then we start thinking like Archie's a bit at the moment. He only wants to wear gold watches. You know, and people want to wear gold when they get older, you know. So it's a funny thing, you know. It's I mean, my breguet is white gold because I want to be more under the radar. I don't want to be flashy. I don't want to be, but it's a gold watch. It's great, you know. And I think Junior's right in his comment. You know, we need to as we get older, we'd like a gold watch. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm looking at JJ's watch. JJ, that is absolutely stunning. And just to Herbinator's point there, yes, in theory you should be enough, but hey, listen, there's no judgment here, Herbinator. I'm the worst in the world for collecting watches and buying watches. We're all the same. There's absolutely zero judgment, and I would never advise anybody what to do.
Yeah, and Jim Miller is in his 50s now. JJ's right, he needs a gold watch.
Just to add in for those who are not really into the gold thing, you can try two-tone first before you go into gold.
I think
watch, it's two-tone, so the Jubilee bracelet part of it is gold, and the outside it's silver. You can try two-tone before you go into the gold phase as well.
Yeah,
as a saying like titanium. Sorry, Ben, you cut you off.
No, just
about two-tone.
Yeah, just to echo what Y2K is saying there. Yeah, it's a nice gentle introduction to, you know, increasing the salubriousness of your wrist game. Yeah, as a titanium, yeah, I see that more and more. Like I'm wearing a 16570, and I feel the weight of it. I totally get why titanium.
Yeah,
it's been on my mind lately. Actually, titanium for every day makes complete sense.
Yeah, especially if you've got big watches. I mean, I bought my Panerai in 2011, sorry, and I went for a titanium one because it's such big, heavy watches, and it made such a difference. It made such a difference because it's on a bracelet, titanium bracelet.
Oh yeah,
and it made such a difference in weight. I'm so happy I went for titanium watch.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty wise choice. I didn't realize yours was titanium actually, and it makes perfect sense.
Esoteric. I'm 45. Can I wear full gold piece on a strap? Would be much easier to live with. It is. It is. Yeah. It's like if you get a dress watch and it's gold. Like the breguet, like OC's Patek, like Junior Johnson's Longines, like loads that we can suggest. Archie's breguets, you know, or Patek. It makes it takes away from that. It doesn't have to be full gold, you know, in your face, get out of my way.
Yeah,
you know,
I would go for a platinum, to be honest, because gold for me would be I cannot wear gold.
Yeah, you can't wear gold. Yeah,
two-tone is like a middle ground. That's why I wear it on a strap, because I don't have to wear gold on my wrist. You know. But,
okay, but you can wear platinum.
Platinum is not. It's not gold. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad option.
Yeah, for me, I would go the step directly into platinum.
I can't wear gold. I have to wear platinum.
I have to wear platinum, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You just tell your wife it's steel.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody will like, yeah, it's steel. Pay the same. It's the same. Don't look at the account, please.
So back to sports watches. We go to the first dive watch, and the first commercially available dive watch was made by Omega, the Omega Marine, which was created in 1932. And it utilized a patented double case sealed with cork to keep the water and elements away from the heart of the watch. Yeah, you can see here. Taking innovation further, Omega also introduced an adjustable clasp with a diver's extension, so wearers could fit the watch comfortably. And the Omega Marine became an instant success and helps to make a dangerous profession safer. For many diving pioneers, it was a watch of choice. And going deeper than any watch before, it was successfully tested in Lake Geneva, not far from Omega's headquarters, depth of 73 meters. Even more stringent laboratory tests were carried out 5 years later and found the watch to be completely waterproof to a depth of 135 meters. So in 1932, I know we have watches now that go to 300 meters and 6,000 meters or whatever we want to say, but in 1932, 135 meters is pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who would have thought cork could give you 135 meters water resistance? That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Pretty cool watch, actually. I quite like it. I mean, the first clasp, the could change. I mean, that's almost like a glide lock clasp, or not quite glide lock, but a movable clasp that you can adjust yourself. So that's another innovation by Omega. Down to Torbjörn's. And
got very Dumonte Reverso vibes, doesn't it, on the lugs?
It has, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So sticking with it, it came out a year after the Reverso, 1932. So
it's very cool.
There you go.
You see, it's wound at the top, so it's like a two-section. Some may not call it a real dive watch because it's sort of within a case, you know, and it's sort of wound at the top there, the crown at the top, and then it's inserted into a case to make it the dive watch there.
That's all right.
It looks really nice, yeah.
That's what it is. It's designed for a purpose, and it does what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's very cool.
Right.
Just Esoteric is saying Omega deserves way more kudos than it receives. So much more beyond the Speedy. I have this.
Absolutely, I totally agree. The Louis Brand started the watch company in 1895, I believe, or earlier, and they do deserve more kudos. They won the Paris 1900. They won the Paris Grand Prix prize, first prize for technological advancements, and that was for watchmaking. They've done so many things with Omega, and they made it. They were in the 50s. They were in the heyday, I believe. I mean,
yeah,
in the 40s and 50s, they really were in the heyday.
I want to love them. I want to love the brand, but I just can't. They just make some of the most bizarre decisions, mostly around just the number of SKUs that they have.
The moon swatches and things like that. Yeah, the amount they've got in the catalogue, the amount of limited edition to make, and
No, I don't want to be as reductionist as to blame it all on the moon swatch, but I just mean, like, even just the Seamaster. There's so many different, like, you say like, this is the point that
too big a catalog. I agree.
You say to somebody, I have a Seamaster, and the first thought is, oh, I wonder which one. I wonder, is it a cheap one from the 50s, or is it like a robust, like, titanium, no time to die? Which one is it? Whereas you say to somebody, I own a Submariner. They're like, okay, got a Submariner. Yeah.
I think that's so much marketing. That's Rolex marketing, though. The marketing machine of Rolex, and they've managed to, through their adverts in National Geographic and going back to those, and when there really were tool watches, through to their sponsorship of celebrities and sports people now, they've influenced so many people to think that they are the main brand to go for. They're the only brand to go for. And this whole thing about value retention, which I hate, is,
well, I think it's
if you're gonna buy if you love a watch and you're gonna buy it, you're gonna wear it. You're not going to be selling it, but people have got this idea in the head that you buy watches to sell them on to buy another watch, and it's got to hold its value. And I don't do that. I've sold a couple of watches, and I take a hit. But I keep my watches basically.
Yeah, it's not a factor that would ever, you know me better than anyone, Tom. It's never been a factor that was factor into my decision on value retention. It means nothing. I don't sell watches either. And the marketing thing almost suggests that like we've been duped. And obviously they are the brand recognition of Rolex. It transcends watches, but they've also made some really good decisions around their design language and not altering their designs really ever across their main SKUs. And Omega that I've chosen, and Seiko and Grand Seiko have gone the opposite route. It's just different watch for every season, for every guy. And
consistency is key.
Yeah.
Because like you said, Ben, like if I told you I have a Seamaster, which one? The quartz, the automatic, the one with the helium escape valve, the 600 meters water resistant, the 300, the Bond, which Bond? The Pierce Brosnan, the new one, the older one, and so on. But if you said Submariner, okay, modern one, modern case, old case, okay, that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Take care, Jim. He's got to head off. Great show. See you on the next one. Yeah. Take care,
Jim.
Take care, Jim. As I was saying, he would rather have a Zin and bring 2 extra for Rolex, but he's probably mad. Not at all. We've all got different tastes, I say. We've all got different tastes.
There's 3 brands. Zin, Hanhart, Habring 2. They're brilliant. Brilliant.
All
brands.
brilliant German, Austrian brands. Yeah. All, great brands.
GS finishing is second to none.
Yeah. Great brands. So I'll move on to the first Tourbillon watch. And that was famously invented in 1795 by Abraham Breguet, who filed the patent for the Tourbillon on the 23rd of December 1800. The first commercial wristwatch for the Tourbillon was a 13.25 line movement made by master watchmaker André Bournand for Patek Philippe in 1945.
Wow.
Now, I'm not sure whether this picture is of the exact watch. This one's a gondola case, and the image was taken from an article on early tourbillons. I later found out that the first tourbillon wristwatches appeared to have been made by LIP, L-I-P.
Oh, okay. French brand, yeah.
Who produced a rectangular tourbillon wristwatch prototype in 931 or 932. So that predates the Patek by 15 years or so, 13 years. So I guess tourbillons should be covered in the stream altogether, really. We could do another show all about tourbillons. Yeah, I think this is a... I don't know whether this is the original Patek Tourbillon. I've just got a new member who's joined us. I'll just rent you up, Shade.
If he's not Irish.
Santa's medium white on leather strap is my daily. I was hesitant in buying it due to being a scratch magnet. It's actually doing very well so far. Lovely watch, Shane.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely
nice.
stunning. Medium white on leather. I mean, absolutely classic. If you had that, it's similar to the point I was making with Herbinator earlier on. If you have that and a good sports watch, a Tudor Black Bay 58 or Explorer or something like that, I mean, what else do you really need?
Can't go wrong. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a nice Patek. This one is now.
Yeah, it's beautiful,
nice.
isn't it? That gondola, yeah. Never really paid much attention to the gondola. The very Art Deco stylings there on the flanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Patek, so Lip made the first watch was a prototype, but wasn't released. So Patek made the first commercially available one in 1945. So flip to GMT watches, and the first resort capable of displaying 2 time zones was the Glycine Airman, released in 1953.
Okay.
And so it's a 24-hour dial with a 24-hour bezel, and it didn't have a GMT hand. So that's the second hand. So you hold the second time zone by rotating the bezel.
Okay.
So that's how you told the second time zone. So that was basically the first dual time zone.
Dual time, yeah. It's a very clever implementation. In actual fact, like, it makes more sense, doesn't it, to have a 24-hour dial with a 24-hour movement?
It does, yeah.
It's
makes a lot of
very
sense.
logical. It makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah. So the airman, made at the request of the British pilot and commander Chap Brown, and Glycine pioneered the design for the first airman watch, which was immediately garnered an iconic status. It was the first to introduce multiple time zones. So it's a iconic watch. It's definitely got its place in history. Sorry, Ben.
What year are we dating this one to, Tom?
953.
Oh, wow, Jesus.
So this is from 953, this one.
Because I know Breitling made a 24-hour movement as well for one of the astronauts.
Oh, yes, the Scott Carpenter.
Scott Carpenter, yeah.
The cosmonaut. Sorry.
Cosmonaut.
I wonder when
it wasn't. I don't think it was made for him. It was a 24-hour watch, but he wore that one first into orbit.
Okay. Yeah. I think it came after the Glycine. I think the early 60s.
Yeah. So I mean, the Rolex GMT Master followed in 955 as a collaboration with Pan Am Airways, and the 950s are referred to as the golden age of golden era for aviation, and the 2nd of May 952 marks the first flight by commercial jet aircraft operated by British Overseas Airways Corporation, who were forerunner of British Airways. And since 1884, time zones of different locations around the world have been measured relative to Greenwich, London, a meridian line running vertically on world maps between the North and South Poles. And in 954, Rolex's GMT Master reference 6542 was born from a collaboration with Pan American Airlines to help their pilots keep track of multiple time zones on long-haul flights. The movement had an additional GMT or home time hand that rotated once around the dial every 24 hours. This GMT hand couldn't be set to a specific time itself, though, and was tied to showing the same time as the regular hour hand, with the user needing to rotate the bezel, which introduced the red and blue colors to denote day and night, to set additional time zones. So just like the Glycine Airman. And this is how this is now the complication remained until 1983. So it took another 30 years till the introduction of the GMT Master 2, reference 16760, enabling the GMT hand to be independently set relative to the local time, making it possible to display 3 time zones on a single timepiece. So we've got this one nicknamed the 6542, named the Pussy Galore, and the 16760 nicknamed the Fat Lady, or the Sophia Loren. Also
or Sophia
Loren, or the Coke,
body shaming back in the
body shaming.
We got the Pepsi and the Coke. So yeah, Junior Johnson saying it's not a birthday watch for you, I don't think, Junior. Oh, the glycine,
yeah. 1953.
953. So Shane's telling us my other two are Black Dial Speedy and a Fluid Jubilee Wimbledon. That's my current 3-watch setup. If I extend, it would probably be for a World Timer, Nomos, and a Wildcard watch like a Belcanto. Yeah, I mean, what's your opinions on that, Abdul? You're the Belcanto man and not a Nomos man. Which would you go for, the Nomos World Timer or the Belcanto?
Yeah, I think with the watches that he has, both of them, if he travels a lot, then the Nomos World Timer, because it's a really nice World Timer for the price as well. But if he needs a watch for evening events, I think the Belcanto will do him great. The guilloche on the dial is excellent. The chime is very subtle and very nice as well.
Yeah.
That's a great 3-watch collection you've already got there, Shane. That's really cool. Got the
very cool.
Speedy and a fluted Jubilee Wimbledon.
Yeah.
What more do you want, man?
Exactly. The Santos, a Speedy, and a Jubilee Wimbledon. That's beautiful, Shane. Beautiful.
You're getting it, DJ. It's got to have a fluted bezel and a Jubilee bracelet.
Absolutely, yeah.
Beautiful collection. 100%. Santos, Speedy, and Wimbledon dial Datejust. Beautiful.
You've got everything. Like, you've got the Speedy as a sports watch, dedicated sports watch, probably the most iconic, along with the ones that we've just seen, by the way. Those Pepsi GMT, they're just incredible watches. So you have the Speedy, and then you've got the Cartier, which I guess, assuming it's on a leather strap, is a dedicated dress watch. Then you have the Datejust, which is like somewhere in between. It can be worn. It's a real everyday sports, dressy, whatever you want.
Yeah, that's a killer 3-piece.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I would argue that almost as iconic as the Speedmaster is the GMT Pepsi. Like, what a watch that is. It features on every antiques show there is on TV. It's been around for 70 years. Still, along with the Daytona, the hottest Rolex watch that they produce. I love everything about that watch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that Teddy Baldassar video, wasn't there? Which OC did a rundown of that on his channel. If you want to check that out, guys.
Oh yeah, Teddy B. It
Baldassar.
It came down to Pepsi and a Daytona
tournament between 64 different Rolexes, and
my Polar got to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, number eight, the Polar Explorer. Number 8, Polar Explorer. But number 2 was the Pepsi, and number 1 was the Panda Daytona. So they're the two hype watches to go for, 2 hype Rolex, hot Rolex to go for, if you really want to, if they take your fancy.
If you're willing to wait 5 years or pay
Exactly.
triple retail. Take your choice.
Yeah.
Wimbledon,
Good.
36 mm. Yeah, 36 mil. Yeah, I mean, given the fluted bezel, the Jubilee, it's good. It's good size.
Perfect size.
Good to see you make the mistake. I'm the only real brigade man in the verse.
Hey, man.
So Shane carries on. The Wimbledon is 36. Beautiful size. I maintain the proportions of the 41 in that configuration are not good. Dangerous 36 all the way. I agree, Shane. Yeah. Great size for a Dangerous 36 millimeters. Great size. Ben 10, good to see you, mate. Man, you guys are some early birds. Yeah. Well, we're across the pond from you, I think, Ben. I think you're US.
Lunchtime here.
Fucking late in my neck of the woods.
And JCB's down under, Abdul's in Germany, Ben's in Ireland, and Y2K's in Singapore. So he says he's wearing his Rolex Milgauss again.
Nice.
And what are we wearing on our wrists? So if we were, if you missed, I'm wearing I'm trying to get my wrist around, Tudor P01. JCB's got a
Breitling Transocean chronograph.
Abdul's wearing a Datejust. Beautiful Datejust, fluted bezel. Ben's wearing a 16750. Is that right, Ben?
Yeah, 570.
570, sorry. 16570. Rolex Explorer 2 and Y2K. What are we holding up there?
That's the 48 millimeters Super Avengers from Breitling.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Ooh,
Yeah, gorgeous.
Nice.
big boy.
Chunky monkeys.
He likes his big watches
He
as
loves his
Y2K.
chunky monkeys. Yep.
Uni says he's still in his pajamas.
Pajamas.
So saying Ireland and Singapore, very cool.
Very cool is right, about
He
10
likes-
degrees.
He likes a thick run on the day just. How thick is the case, Y2K?
I need to get it checked out. Hang on.
34 millimeters.
I would guess for Breitling Avenger, I would guess it's
50?
probably around 13, 14 mil. For Breitling Avenger.
Be about 15, I reckon.
15 or
15.
15.
Yeah, 15.
At least 15.
Yeah, I like the Breitling Avenger. What do you think, JCB? You a fan?
18 millimeters thick, sorry. 18 millimeters thick.
18.
18. Wow.
For the Super Avenger 48 millimeter series, all of the keys generally
18 mil. So Ben 10,
Yeah.
Ben 10 guessed it was 13.5. Yeah, way out there, Ben 10. Way out there. 18 mil.
Did you say 48 mil diameter?
48 mil wide. Wow.
Whoa.
He
What's the
likes it
water
big.
resistance on that Y2K? Is that like 1,000 meters?
It's 200.
200, okay.
It's 200, yeah. If I remember
thinking
correctly,
of-
it's 200.
Man, that was too big when they started making pocket watches in the 1500s.
Yeah, wow.
Just
Deep
wanted
sea
to answer
challenge.
Shane's question, Thomas, sorry. I have seen the deep sea challenge 5 times already.
Oh, really?
Yes, I have seen it 5 times. I haven't put it on, but I've seen it 5 times in real life. Yeah.
Is that Rolex?
it's-
That's a Rolex, yeah.
Yes, that is Rolex's largest timepiece within their entire diving series. It's It's the counter challenge to Omega's Ultra Deep. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you still got your Ultra Deep Y2K?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Do you give it much wear?
Sorry?
Do you give it much wear? Much wrist time?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
funny thing
cool.
is, it's very discreet. So if you get the titanium version one, the one that's strictly restricted to NATO strips, you will find that no one really notices it, because it's so discreet. You can actually change the NATO and no one knows about it. Only if you walk into an Omega boutique or grey market shop, they might see what it is. But it's perhaps in my dictionary the most underrated piece. Yeah.
Cool. What do we got up next, Tom?
I'm just going to pull up a picture of the Deep Sea Challenge.
That's the one that goes to the Mariana Trench, isn't it? The deepest point of the ocean.
I think this is a Deep Sea. I think this is the one.
What's that, like 12,000 meters or something? 11,000. Yeah. Fuck, that's mental.
Yes, so Watches and Wonder chain. It's a bit too big for me. It's about 50 meters, 50 mil across. Too big for me. Yeah, too big.
Yeah, Helgia Strands is saying we're in the first generation Seiko Sumo 45 mil. Like definitely the great thing about those Seikos is on paper they look huge, but they're just, the cases are designed like they're just experts in case design. They wear an awful lot smaller, and I suppose it's the lug to lug really. They usually come in around maybe 47, 48, which makes those big watches, wear a lot better and not overhang the wrist.
Yeah. That first gen Blumo, that's a cool watch, man. Very cool.
Good to see you, Asher V. And Ben Tenson, it makes him want to wear his Black Bay 58 GMT. It's chunky.
Yeah, you hear that all the time about the GMT Pro, but like when do you ever look at your watch side on? When you're looking at it from the top down, and like Tudor, they just do their watches so well. I think that's a great watch, even better in the white dial.
Yeah. And last comment from Shane O'Rourke. Chuck Norris sizes Y2K.
Chuck Norris, yeah. I don't sleep, I wait.
Okay, fellas, I think that's it. We've done a roundup of a few firsts in the wristwatch world. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Thank you to JCB, to Abdul R Watches, and big congratulations to Abdul R Watches on becoming a dad. Yeah. Congratulations.
That's right.
Congrats, Abdul.
Thanks to Ben.
Watches.
Thanks to Ben. Thanks to Y2K for joining us. And if you just want to check out the World Time website, I'll just drop a link to that. If any of you are in the UK and want to go to a watch show, check out World Time UK website for a show coming up on next Saturday, the 27th, at the Sofitel at Heathrow Airport. It should be a great watch show. Loads of brands, probably about 40 brands. Plenty of watches to see. Great day out. It's free tickets. So yeah, one for anybody in the UK who wants a nice day out watch show. Yeah, take a look, Shane. It's right in. It's at Heathrow Airport, a hotel at Heathrow Airport. So you could get a flight over from Ireland if you're based in Ireland, or if you're in the UK, that's cool. Get a train down. It's a free event. It's really cool. Loads of micro brands and a few bigger brands.
Some great brands there. I'm looking Laurier, Echo Nutra, Leico, Incredible Formex. Really good stuff. Christopher Ward, Bremont, Boulder.
Everybody says, cheers guys, another awesome show. Need to look forward to the next show. Agree with Ben. I think the IWC was gorgeous, timeless classic. Take care all. Thanks for your comment, Hebner. Yeah, if you've got any comments that you want to leave, please leave them in the comments down below in the comment section. If you like what we do, guys, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you want to catch future shows. So I think that's about all we have to say. Yeah, and good to see Y2K back. I second that.
No, it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Everyone in the chat and our lovely panelists, thank you, each and every one of you. You're amazing.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
Thank you very much, Russell. Take care. Okay, fellas, I think that's it. And all stuff to say is take care. See you on the next one.
Later, guys. See you in the next one.
See you guys.
Take care.
See you guys.
See you later. Congratulations, Abdul.
Thanks, buddy.